guys, welcome to another episode of Cojelo con Take It Easy, a podcast that makes you think, laugh, and grow.
Hey guys, it's Maddie.
And I'm Talisa. I have nothing clever to say today. I had a nap before we started, so my brain is still turning on. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, did I even laugh today? I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Did I laugh today?
I'm sure you must have at some point.
I definitely did. I just couldn't tell you what it was about. You know what I mean? Like, what made me giggle today? Don't know. I mean, I'm a little bit in mourning right now because the pit is officially over. Silence for the baddies in the pit. I'm literally counting down from when it comes back, which is not until like January.
Yeah, but it's okay. It'll be here
Before you know it,
before you know it.
because it's already April. We're already more than halfway.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday is coming up soon. Whatever. Like, I had a friend so sweet. She was like, it might be hard to celebrate yourself, and I was like, never that. I love celebrating me.
For
I'm
real.
just not energetic. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm like really like I don't know if it's like spring fog. I don't know what it is. I just be sleeping.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Right? I mean,
Listen,
like
that's your way of,
coping, like
Yeah.
waking up. I don't know. The sprouts. The roots are growing. They're sprouting underneath the surface. Maybe they'll rise in May.
Maybe.
April showers bring May flowers. That's literally what's happening here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was dreary as hell last week.
Yeah. It felt like winter again, and it's been rain. I mean, I love me a good rainy day.
I do.
Thunderstorm. I love it. But now when I got stuff to do, and I had stuff to do, and it just
like every day I had stuff to do, it was raining.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so it just put me in a bad mood as opposed to where I would have been in a good mood if I was home, curled up, taking a nap, or reading a book when it's nice and stormy outside.
Yeah, like I want to escape to the end of the world, but no. Anyway, but yeah, how you doing? You look good.
Good, thanks. We got new hair. Ready for the summer.
Okay. I love seeing. I. That's how you know, like the summer's defrosting.
Yeah.
When people make TikToks, like if the summer don't sound like this, I don't want it. It's like, ooh, get the summer body ready. The summer's getting what I have right now.
Yeah.
For some, I ain't never been the type to be like, I need a summer body.
You know, the summer, my body's gonna be in the summer regardless. I'm gonna be sweaty regardless.
Exactly. Doesn't matter.
Whatever. It's gonna be fun. The nights are gonna be long. Well, I guess the days technically are gonna be longer.
Yes.
It's gonna stay lighter out. I'm ready.
I'm
ready
too.
for some fun in the sun.
Hell yeah. I need vitamin D. No innuendo. No pun intended. Just regular. Like I'm vitamin D deficient.
Yeah.
Okay. And I take supplements daily. And I feel like that's still not enough.
Yeah.
I need to feel the sun on my skin. All right. That's where we're at right now. I'm sorry. This just suddenly saying the sun on my skin. Today, the girls went into space.
For 2.5 seconds?
To do what?
I don't know. To say that they went to space. And I don't know if this is true or not. Because then I saw people posting on Instagram saying that there was a now deleted tweet from Lady Gaga saying that I've had farts longer than that. I don't know if it's legit or not.
I hope that is.
But if it, I really also hope that it is because that is hilarious. Like, I think they literally just went up and then just came back. Like, I don't think.
And that cost like $42 gajillion.
Right.
And had all this press, so it costs more than that. And then also like fucked up our ecosystem. That's already messed up to begin with.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Like,
I don't know what the point of that was. I don't know.
Literally, like what, to spray Katy Perry was here in space? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Actually, I'll keep this to myself. I was gonna say something, and it's about my job. I want to keep my job. I think I'll. I just realized.
Yeah, listen,
that pays my bills.
Things are getting expensive out here. We need our jobs.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Just saying.
Never mind.
Okay. Also, to go off of that, apparently now there's a side of TikTok where like, China is showing you how to get stuff directly from vendors out of there.
Yeah, so like Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Coach bags, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, like all kinds of stuff.
I think they're Birkenstocks. I don't know. I just assumed because they're like the clog looking shoe.
Probably.
And
well,
I was
also
like,
two Birkin bags.
yes.
As well,
Like, that's
was
the
like
first
another
thing
one.
I saw.
Yeah.
He's like, look familiar.
Yeah, and it costs like $20 to make or something like that, and they're selling it to you for someone said like $38,000, and I was like, I mean, I've never wanted a Birkin bag before, but
yeah,
I mean,
they're
if I
like,
can get it
I mean,
for
you
cheap,
can, if you want to buy it for me,
right?
I ain't gonna say no.
Listen, I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, I'll be very thankful.
Yeah, I'll be very appreciative.
Am I asking for that? No. You know what I mean? Isn't that a kind of bag that like goes up in value like the longer you have it or something?
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like I've heard that before, but again, hoopla, because I got this from the internet.
The most expensive bag I have is maybe a Coach bag. Between Coach and Kate Spade, that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
buying.
They're now Coach owns both, so.
Right?
Coach and Coach.
So I'm not buying. No, I don't even got Louis, Chanel, like nothing like that. Like that's out of my price range, and also like I don't know that I really want. Like I would prefer to spend that money on other things that like I feel like I would use more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll spend a pretty penny. Don't get me
wrong. Yeah, I'll
wrong.
spend a pretty penny.
But again, like you said, it has to be worth it.
Yeah, it has to be something that like I really, really want. And like purses for me, like I like purses, but not to that extent. I feel like
I'm not there yet. My bank account isn't there yet.
Yeah, but also again, I'm not gonna deny it. Like
if you want to
give it to me, listen.
If you want to buy Givenchy,
yeah,
Hermes, Louis Vuitton,
Prada, Gucci, Louis, I take it
gladly, open hands. What JT say? What? Oh my God! What did JT say? My girls shaking ass with their hands out. Right? Is that JT?
Is it? I don't know.
I hope it is.
Probably.
I sound so old right now.
We're gonna
give me the bag.
Listen, you know what? Speaking of JT, this is how our episodes always go. But I was again on TikTok because when am I not on TikTok? Yeah. I saw a video of JC Chazé, which I just want y'all to know I always was a JC girl or JC all the way.
Yeah, you were.
Okay. Of him performing When Will I See You Again, I believe. Is it, who sings that? Is it Babyface? I don't know, but when he was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay.
And that is a pure R&B. That man has had soul
all his life.
And I'm like, how did we not give him the career that Justin Timberlake had?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
So I think when NSYNC started to like have its revival all of a sudden, like for Trolls or whatever.
Yeah.
I think I like was reading his wiki page, and I think he was like set to have his own solo career, but his album was a little more risque and sexy than I guess they thought. And I think he was supposed to do a halftime show or something. Like he had steps there, but then it kind of was like, I guess because JT. I'm not that it's because of him, but like, you know what I mean, which is a shame. So now he does like a lot of songwriting for K-pop, which is that's why they're all bangers.
Listen, I love me some K-pop,
but like, why don't you add JC on the?
Listen, that Black and JC song to this day is
platinum.
On my playlist all the time.
Do you love my Tim's my baggy jeans, my thug appeal?
Yes.
The answer is yes, JC. Call me. Well, call her first, and then call me after. All right, I don't give a fuck. Please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, love him. You're absolutely right. Like he's so soulful. He's always had it.
Yeah, like he was hitting them notes, and I was like,
and I would love to assume and believe that it's like respectable versus JT, where I didn't read Britney Spears' biography yet, where he was like faux shiz to like Genuine or something.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I don't know. I had started to read her biography, and I don't know. And it's a shame because I was always a Britney Spears fan. I wasn't into it.
I have it.
It was terrible.
I haven't opened it. I think it's because we like kind of lived through it.
Yeah.
Like we're not as far removed from it to read it. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like I had her autograph when she performed at Quaker Mall.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
That's iconic. I love that for you. I have No autographs.
Well,
Jason
you do.
Momoa's.
I was going to say you have.
Jason Momoa's.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all
I
right.
have Sebastian Stans.
Love that for you. Call! You can call us too.
Yeah.
Seb, you can call us.
Yeah.
Congressman Bucky Barnes.
Could you imagine that? I don't know why. That just threw me for a loop. I said, Congressman. Bucky, what are we doing here?
When did we get political? There was this tweet going around on Twitter, because that's we calling it by his
Twitter. It is always and has been and always will be Twitter.
Y'all know what the fuck this X is?
I don't know.
X marks the spot.
Factor. Simon Cowell.
There was this tweet going around that was like, tweet like you're in the Marvel universe, and somebody was like, so we just gonna have a congressman that literally shot MLK or something like that. That literally shot John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh right.
Yeah, like we didn't forget about that.
The North remembers. I'm trying to find it so we can read some of these. Yeah, we're gonna go off script. Who cares?
Yeah. That's life. Okay?
This is our podcast, damn it.
We do what we want.
Oh, did you hear they said John Boyega is open to the idea of playing Bishop in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Before we get to this tweet, because first I have to find it.
Okay.
Secondly.
Yes.
Found it. But secondly.
Yeah.
Oh, it found me. Secondly, I already saw a picture of behind the scenes of them shooting Avengers Doomsday with James Marsden and Ian McKellen, right? He plays Magneto. Mm-hmm. I feel 7 again.
Really?
I'm like, ah! And then Alan Cummings, he did like a video of him being like, I'm 60 years old, about to play Nightcrawler, like jumping around.
Yeah.
And he was like, it used to take 9 hours to set up in the outfits and do the tattoos. Now it takes 25 minutes or like 45 minutes. He's like, it's amazing. And then what else did I see? Oh, I saw like an aerial shot of like the X-Men mansion.
Okay.
What is it called? The X Mansion, right? No. Xavier School for Gifted Children. Whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, it seems to be destroyed. Everyone's like, bitch, it's a regular Tuesday. That shit gets destroyed every time.
It always gets destroyed.
Like, it wasn't even the building. It was empty. I was like, as to be expected. I feel like that's going to be the opening shot.
Yeah, for real.
You're going to see like an X dilapidated, the Xavier, but the Avier part is just crossed out. Just... and then fire, smoke. And they're like, shit, here we go again, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So, okay, here's some of the tweets. They're so funny. So this one, what do you mean all my variants in other universes living better than me?
Stop.
The guy I've been seeing turned out to be Mystique. This one, so we got a 106-year-old ex-assassin as congressman and we got to accept it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, could you imagine if this was for real? Like,
the thing is, it's not that far-fetched.
Right.
Because we have a felon as... Yeah. Some of y'all should have stayed blipped.
Where's Thanos when you need him?
Damn it. I got kidnapped by Wanda Maximoff for 2 months and got evicted for not paying my rent. Stop. Just found out my landlord was in the blip. Getting sued for defamation, but why is my lawyer kind of... That's my favorite one.
That's a good one.
No, sir, you did not add the Avenger policy, so we will not be covering any damages that were made in battle. Man, I wish there was some kind of app where we could share our thoughts and feelings with Hawkeye. That's in reference to when Jeremy Renner had the Jeremy Renner app. Oh, my God. Dad just returned from the blip. Insurance company wants the life insurance money back. That's a real one.
That's crazy.
Oh, this one. God forbid you disagree with a white bitch, and now they gotta bring up the fact that their parents were at the 2012 New York invasion, or they got dusted, or they're a Sokovia survivor.
Not a Sokovia survivor.
I completely forgot about Sokovia.
For real. Damn.
The North didn't remember that one.
The North didn't remember that one. R.I.P. What was his name?
Peter.
Peter. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Peter
Maximoff. Yeah.
Peter Maximoff? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Wanda Maximoff. Peter Max. Isn't it with Pete? Petro. Wait.
We don't sound like... I can't say it.
It's Pietro.
Yeah.
Right?
Has to be.
It has to. Yeah, because it's Peter Parker.
Yeah, there's too many
Peters.
Peters.
There can't be 2 Peters.
Whoa. Had a moment there. When you're just going to the corner shop and see a Doctor Strange portal open up in the sky.
Bro, could you imagine? Like,
my day is fucked. I see a portal, my curious ass will go through it.
Me too. I'd be like, where are we going? Narnia?
This is nice.
Aslan? Where you at?
Oh, this is nice. This one. So I've been blipped for 5 years, and this kid is 2.5, but apparently he's mine.
Oh.
Got a few days off because the Hulk threw a car through our office. Got rejected from Charles Xavier's School for the Gifted because having a fat ass is not what we mean by mutations. Oh my God. My pregnancy scare got blipped. Oh, that one's horrible.
Oh my God. That was terrible.
So are we just going to ignore that there were scrolls in the government or?
Yeah. Yeah, because we definitely got scrolls in our government right now, bro.
In real life. There are scrolls everywhere for you to see. Yeah, absolutely. I tried to file an insurance claim on my car after Hulk smashed it during a fight, and the two agents in front of me just did this. But stop laughing. As Guardians get citizenship with no problem, but actual immigrants have to jump through hoops. Oh. That would also be a real one. No shade, but all of it, you know? Not to be the friend that's too woke, but whose idea was it to have the guy who killed JFK as a congressman, a Red Hulk as the president, and an ex-mafia boss as the mayor of NYC? We're literally living that reality right now.
Yeah. This is a simulation. Like, this isn't real life.
No, legit. Like, every day, my parents be like, did you see the news? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm living it. Why do I have...
These people have to be aliens.
I'm convinced. They're aliens doing, like, a case study.
Yeah. Like, we're the subjects.
Yes.
Like, they're like, let's see what'll happen.
Yeah.
If we just fuck it all up real quick.
Just because. Did you see that Trump is, like, getting rid of federal funding for main schools, K through 12 or something like that?
I mean, I believe it.
Literally dismantling the educational system. One state at a time.
Well, you better start homeschooling.
I feel like that's not even that great either. Because if the apple don't fall far from the tree,
mm-hmm.
and the parent is dumb, what makes the apple?
I mean, look who's running the country. So, like...
Right. I saw a tweet today that was like, I'm going to be a billionaire by 2030 or 2040 because I'm going to know how to learn to read. I know how to read and write or something like that. And I was like, anyway, just kept going. I was like, no, wrong. My lawyer blind talk about we going to see this through. I'm going to jail.
That's messed up. That's hilarious, though.
Maybe Thanos is right because some of you fuckers got to go again. Landlord that was snapped just came back saying I owe him 5 years rent. Woke up from the best nap I've ever had in my life, and now they're telling me 5 years have passed. Oh my God. I did one. Hold on. I did two of them. Let me see if I can find them. I hope I still have yours. I said, these are my two tweets. Let's see. This one was funny. I think Spider-Man is a hero and J. Jonah Jameson doesn't know what he's talking about. That's a good one. I said, Thanos snapped half the universe but couldn't snap half my debt.
Hey, yo, for real.
I didn't do this one. This one's my favorite, though. 50% of the population got blipped and my ex isn't one of them.
For real.
Because half the population's out, every time I see you, it's on site.
Yeah.
I just have to fight you. And I'll be like, it's because you didn't get blipped. I want to make you wish that you were.
Yeah.
You know? The other one I did it like a horoscope astrology tweet. Mm-hmm. Earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. A mutant is thinking about you. I'm sensing elemental powers. They just may be flying your way. Because that ass would be how it is. It'd be like, oh, your mutant ex is thinking about you. He's coming back. Click write 333 to claim. Like, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I just saw a Toph tweet. See, this is why. Hold on. This is about Toph.
What?
About Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
What? Goodbye. I don't like that. I need some people to just shut their mouth when they're working on an adaptation of an original thing. Mm-hmm. And they'd be like, oh, the thing I'm doing that you love and hold dear to your heart, I'm going to change it because we need to make it realistic. What the fuck is...
Yeah, that's annoying because, like, it wasn't realistic to begin with.
Yeah, realistic, or to be like, it's a different space, it's a different time and age, and blah, blah, blah. I will say the only one that I agree with, that I enjoyed, they asked Joseph Quinn, or he made a comment about how his Human Torch is a different personality versus Chris Evans, because a womanizer, lady man, hotshot isn't as attractive as an empathetic, understanding, klutz kind of guy. That's true.
Yeah.
A womanizer, I mean, it was never really a hot thing to begin with.
It wasn't.
So that I agree with. But I just read that they're like, the girl who's playing Toph in the live action for Netflix is like, oh, she's a little more feminine because, you know, we wanted to adapt it differently. Then you're not adapting it. Why do we need to make Toph girly? Explain that to me. This ain't shit funny no more. Cut the cameras. You know what? I want to cancel this episode. We're not recording. That just got me mad. That just got me upset. Fuck this show. Anyway, so today's original topic, believe it or not, was supposed to be last week's topic, as you probably would have guessed. So I wanted to discuss. I mean, we've definitely girl. Give me a second. That really got me mad. Hold on.
Feel your feelings.
Yeah. Okay. We're good now.
Okay.
I wanted to discuss creative failures, setbacks, creative U-turns, with the main consensus being that we
are the problem.
Yes, you got it. We cause the failures.
Yeah.
Because we are so scared to do bad that we just never start.
Yeah.
Or we only can see the bigger picture and not the small details, and we get overwhelmed by it. So yeah, I just want to like break that down and talk about it, because like I am a victim of my own design, for sure. I admit that.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like creative projects, maybe even career-wise, education-wise, relationship-wise, for sure. I've been clocked recently. I'm sorry. I have to admit I am the problem. Some of the time.
I was gonna say not all the time.
Yeah.
Though.
Some of the time.
It takes two to tango. Just saying.
Yes. And I was tangoing a lot. I told somebody, I was like, I was tripping, they was tripping, and then they go, y'all wasn't tripping together. I said, yes. But then we weren't tripping together anymore, and that was the problem. And they go, I was like, you see me. They're like, yes, I do. I said, pray for me. They said, and will. Waiting for the results. They're coming. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that. Like, what do you feel, or what causes you personally, we can discuss that, like, to have a passion or have an idea, an objective in general, and you want to do it so badly that you end up not doing it?
Yeah. I mean, it's mainly like for me, it's just being scared to fail, which I mean, I guess is probably for everyone, which because the perfectionist in me is like, I want to do it and I have to do it right, and I need to not have it go sideways.
Yes.
Once it starts going sideways, I'm like, oh no, time to jump ship. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. And obviously that's not the way to be, because being successful in whatever it is that you're trying to do, like, you have to fail.
Yeah, failing is how you get better.
That's the only way you learn.
Yeah.
So that for me, that's what it is. I'm scared to fail.
Definitely. I'm scared that like I can't translate what's in my head into real life. I get scared that no one will care as much as me about it, and I fear that like there won't be value in it. But if it's valuable to me, it is.
Yeah, it already has value.
I have to remember that. And like a lot of it's like you said, it's me personally. Like people could be like, oh my God, I love that idea, or you're so funny and blah blah blah, and that'd be so cool, you should do that. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. And then I'm by myself, and I'm not doing nothing to get there.
Yeah.
I feel the need to have someone push me. I need like an outside source. I do really well under pressure. I do not know how to give myself a healthy sort of pressure.
Yeah.
Or a deadline to meet to do that. And then I get so worked up over the fact that I'm not doing it that I never do it. And then it's just a constant cycle of like, why do I keep messing this up? Why do I keep not doing it? Oh, if I just plan better, I get stuck in the planning phase. I'll plan, I'll start from scratch. I'll plan, start from scratch over and over. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more. Because I've burnt myself out just from thinking about doing it and never doing it. Yeah. It's so irritating. Like, I've been wanting to write a web series for years. Literally 8 years. I have maybe 4 or 5 scripts, which is a lot. But truthfully, I feel like I should and could have been a whole lot further ahead in that process. Especially with COVID. Like, for some people, they thrive during that time because they were able to like lean into their creative aspects and endeavors. But for me, like, creativity's already like my day-to-day job. Yeah. It was hard for me to find that. Okay. In doing stuff, and I'd be like, I have time because the world stopped. Like, right. Yeah. And I'm like, shit, that was my time. Yeah. I'm always thinking about like, I can have it done later. I'm not in the right mindset to do it right now, or I have this is more important and blah blah blah. The important time is now. Yeah. The right time is now. Yes. And the second best time, tomorrow. Yeah. That's real time. Shit, I do it tomorrow. But oh my God, like, I get so mad at myself. And, you know, people are always like, yeah, I'm there rooting for you. And I'm like, no, like, you need to be up my ass for me to get it done. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then I don't. Or I have to feel like an immense doom. Be like, if I don't get this done. Yeah. Like, I only ever got homework done because if I didn't, I'll get an F. I get grounded. Right. Yeah. If I don't do it now, I could just go to sleep. Yeah. Who gonna ground me? Yeah. My sister. She would love to try. I'm sure she tries every damn day. She'd be like, I'm gonna tell on you and you're gonna be grounded, Missy. And I'm like, you know what? I want to be grounded. Take all my shit away. Take my electronics, please. I want to go to sleep. But yeah, I struggle immensely with thinking all the plans out and then being like, me do that? No way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, I have all these ideas of things that I want to do. Like, I've been wanting to do this freaking Bookstagram account for the longest time, and I made the step to make it, and I haven't done anything with it because I'm like, well, I don't want to look stupid, and I feel like I'm going to look stupid. And, you know, like, that's also another thing where I'm like, I want to be perceived, but also I don't want to be perceived. Girl, you know how many hours in therapy I've discussed that little thing? Yeah. I'd be like, I don't want to be perceived. Yeah. Knowingly. Yeah, right. Perceive me, but don't tell me. Right, like, I don't want to know. Yeah. So, like, when family and friends tell us, oh my God, I watch your podcast, so funny, I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it's like, why? I'm like, thank you. Never tell me that again. Yeah, please don't tell me that. Because I don't know what the hell I said. Yeah. I overshare. That's like, if I was on Next, that'd be my tidbit. Like, Talisa, 20 blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Overshares. I've seen that show forever. Loves tiramisu. Yeah. Would be a vampire if she could. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I want to know I'm doing a good job. Yeah. But also, like, tell me, like, anonymously. Yes. And also, I wish that I didn't have to be told I'm doing a good job. I wish I could just believe that. Yeah. That's the part I suffer with. I've been told that a lot lately. That's why I felt like this episode was definitely, it's cathartic. It's for me to let go. I feel like I keep being told that. I'm like, no, that's not true. But then I think about it and I start crying. I'm like, oh, I think that's true. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't feel that way. But I'm like, that makes sense, though. Like, I just divert and do. I'm like, I'm gonna just do this instead. Yeah. And then I do it. I'm like, I'll come and do this instead. Yeah. And then I'm like, I have 11 different projects that are unfinished. Right. And then I'm spending money. And I'm like, what happened? Yeah. And then I like put myself into I'm saying into other people's business, but not like in a bad way. Yeah. Like if someone needs help, I'm like, I will gladly help you. Right. I always sell myself as like, I love helping other people complete their projects. Yeah. Because I'm being for them what I need. Yeah. And I'm like, damn girl, why can't you do that for yourself? Why am I not in my own corner? Yeah. You know? It's really difficult. And like, truthfully, I feel like I read The Artist Way. I had discussed it probably months ago on this podcast, right? In that whole process, like doing The Artist Way every week, it's to get you to like spiritual, it's a spiritual pathway to like creativity and like inner child work in that way, being like, you may not find yourself as an art, you may not think of yourself as an artist, but you are. Like if you have it in your spirit, in your soul to make something, or it's like be a dancer, it's because you can do it. So why are you stopping yourself from doing that? I did Artist Way so hard, I think, that I somehow sabotaged. I literally went left and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start dating. Where the fuck did that come from? I literally went from, oh my god, I love writing. I wrote over 300,000 words, I think, in like 5-6 months. And then I put that to the side and I literally started swiping left and right. And I was like,
pick up the pen again, girl.
Girl,
you need to do a web series on that.
Oh my god. Nobody take that shit. You're right. You know what? That is part of the plot. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's literally a plot point. I ain't even gonna hold you. It already was before I did it, and then I did it.
It could just be an episode. It don't even gotta be the whole thing. It could be the episode unhinged.
You know what's funny? It literally is. I literally wrote that episode. That's fucking crazy.
See? Look.
Yeah, I was like, you know what would make this even better? A man. What?
Said no one ever.
Why did nobody shake the shit out of me? Why did nobody be like, what the fuck are you doing? And like, you know, I had my fun. Whatever. And then I didn't have fun. And then I had more fun. And then I felt like dying.
Yeah.
And I'm a ghost. This is a ghost. I'm an apparition. Marty can't touch me because her hand will go right through me. Yeah. And so I'm trying to come back to my body. That's literally and then here's this, right? I read chapter 9 because I literally, mind you, there's 4 chapters left. Okay. I finished chapter 8. I finished chapter 9. Chapter 9 literally was like, creative U-turns. You literally are the reason why you can't finish it. And I was like, wow. Gag me. It was like, you think that you're a failure and you get so upset about it that you just don't even want to do it. So you'd rather do something else. And I was like, I literally went to go do something else. I went to go find a man. That's... My mom would not be proud. Because she don't even really know, but like, now she will.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I was like, oh, why did I do? And I had so much fun, right, dating, but then I was like with my friends all the time, doing all these activities. And then it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months went by. I didn't touch a script. I was like, So that's my revelation. I'm working through it. But also, I am also learning I'm so much more than a project. Like, creating is something I'm called to do. It's not something I'm getting paid for. It's not, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can't think of it as like something, oh, I have to do it like it's a chore. I'm doing it because I love it. I love creating. I love having something tangible to be like, this is mine. And
like you want to be excited about it. You want to be like, this is my baby. Like, I made this.
Yes. And I love that. And like, it's something I haven't forgotten. That's a lie. I definitely forgot because I felt it before, and I like going back and being like, oh my god, I wrote that. I like seeing like a moment in time of who I was and what I was thinking then. Like, that's nice, you know. Went back and read that journal, started sobbing. I said, oh my god, I'm right back where I started. I said, what the hell? Who did this? Me. I can't blame nobody else but me. You know. And I actually got told recently, they were like, listen, get your shit together. And they were like, sometimes you play the victim. And I said, oh, you got me. I said, cut the cameras. You got me. And I said, that's literally it. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't do this because everything happening in my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's true. You can't control everything in your life. But what you can control, you can change.
Yeah.
So I'm in the breakthrough right now. I'm in the, you know how when you be going through shit?
Yeah.
You'd be like, why me? It's because like, you're going to grow after it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in that part. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, that sounds like a bad thing, but I promise it's not.
No.
I said that the other day, I was like, ooh, that's, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
No. You don't have to call nobody. I'm fine. Do not call the police. I'm okay, I promise. But yeah, what about you? What are you thinking? I said a whole bunch of stuff just now.
I mean, I basically feel the same. Like, I get so scared that it's like a double-edged sword. It's like, I get so scared that I'm gonna fail. Like, I'm going to finally, like, get my shit together and be like, yeah, no, I'm going to do this. And then it's just not going to work out the way that I want it to, because I already have it in my head how it's supposed to be, which is a detriment, because you never know if it's actually going to come out like that. It's probably, it may be, yes, successful, but it may look differently than what you had perceived. So on one hand, it's like, I'm scared that it's not going to come out how I think it should, or it's going to be so successful that I'm going to feel overwhelmed about it and I'm not going to know how to handle.
I get scared of that too. Like, you're almost so scared of the success.
Yeah.
Because, right, it's like, let's say you have a small business. They're like, let's say you go viral today. Do you have the bandwidth to sustain 10,000 candles sold?
Right. Do you have the mental capacity to deal with that? Do you know, like, all
you
these
get 300,000 fans overnight.
Yeah, and then it's like, I don't want this many people to know who I am, you know? So it's like,
yeah.
It's like like I said, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, for a while back in the day, I was like, with my baking stuff, like I was baking cakes, cake pops, like all that thing. Like, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the whole bakery thing, but then I felt like it wasn't fun after a while, because I just felt like it turned into work. And it was like, well, I have to do this because people are expecting me to do this. And then it was like, I don't like it anymore. So I'm not going to do it. If I had just kind of worked through that and just kept at it. And I think had a little bit of imposter syndrome, because I felt like what I was putting out, like, yeah, people said it was good, but I didn't feel like it was up to par. Like, I didn't reach my level of expectancy, I guess you could say. I don't know. Or expectations.
Yeah, like, you're thinking of an end goal, but you're forgetting the process to get there.
Right. So it was like, it wasn't fun anymore. I didn't feel like it was good enough for me, and I was like, I'm just done. I don't want to do it anymore.
That feeling, I get that with like everything that I do, writing, crocheting, because I was crocheting harder than a bitch the last 2 weeks, and I was like, now I'm like, why want to go back to my project? I'm like, oh no. And like you said, I think you have to go through that part. You can't just like abandon it, because then you'll never go back, or you'll start from zero. You gotta have to go through that and be like, oh, okay, there's a lesson here I learned or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like that discomfort you have to sit with.
Yeah, you have to sit in it. You have to feel it. You have to just let it like run its course. And yeah, it's probably gonna suck.
Let me tell you, it's hard to go through, because I feel like I still haven't done it.
Yeah.
Or I keep finding myself going back to it because I don't sustain a project long enough. If that makes sense, to like go through it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. So, yeah, just kind of forcing yourself to go through that to then come out the other side and be like, you know what? No, I do got this. Like, I can do this. Like, this is great.
The birds are preaching. They said, period.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I feel also too, you have to remember why you were doing it in the first place.
Yes.
Go back to the roots of why you enjoy it. Remembering you're good at it. Remembering you did it because it was in your spirit to do so. I think is really important too. Like, I can't entirely pinpoint me doing film. I can say like I would watch Avengers over and over.
Yeah.
And I'd watch like behind the scenes and I'd be like, oh my God, I could do film. Yeah. That'd be fun. That's kind of where it came. But then I felt like it was already in the cards for me. Like, my parents got my names from telenovela and film movie credits.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They, as a baby, they'd feed me as the lights went down.
Yeah.
And I'd be knocked out when the movie played.
Yeah.
They took me to the movies with them. You know, like, we're a big movie household. It was already instilled in me. And we love telling each other stories. We love being like, oh my God, remember that one time? And I love comedy and I love a show. I love a performance. It makes sense. So I don't know why I'm like denying myself what I know is meant for me.
Yeah.
In terms of career and also in terms of relationships. We don't have to get that deep because I'll start crying and I'm not ready for that. But like, I'm kind of like, damn, like if I want it, it's because I'm allowed to have it.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm just like, why am I making it so hard on myself? Why haven't I completed a project? And of course, like, it's money and because like making a film or anything costs fucking money.
Yeah, expensive. Yeah.
But like writing it is free.
Yeah.
I'm like, how come I haven't just written it yet? To at least just have it, because, like I said, what if tomorrow I find an agent? What if I submit to a contest, and they're like, we love what you write, we want to make that into something. I'm like, shit, I don't have anything else to prove anything. I don't have anything to back that up. Or if I find a wonderful opportunity to apply for a grant, which I have found one a month ago, it's the deadline's like next week. I'm nowhere close to submitting that application, and I'm sabotaging myself because I know every day I open the project and I be like, anyway, and I do something else. I think I started crocheting because of that. I ain't even gonna hold you. I just put it together. See? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed with myself. And it's hard to find, at least for me, to find grace to rest.
Yeah.
But then overindulging in the rest because you're afraid to go back to the project.
Oh yeah. I do that all the time. Like with my Bookstagram account. Like I've read, it's almost like I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna post about this book that I read that I really love. And then I'm like, I think I get so in my head about it because then I'm like, okay, but like, what if something comes out about this author and they're problematic? What if?
Oh my God, yeah.
What if what I'm reading isn't diverse enough? What if? And then I start putting all these things on myself, and then I'm like, so then I end up just reading more to like cope with that, and then I'm like, I could have had 10 posts.
Yeah.
Already.
We go off camera. I got ideas for you.
Okay, good.
But you see, I'm like, I'll help you. Yeah. People be like, oh my God, I have this problem. And I'm like, you could just go, oh my God, I never thought of that. I'm like, you're welcome.
Yeah. So then once I get myself into a spiral.
Yep.
And then I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do anything. I just want to lay down and scroll TikTok. And then I end up rotting for, instead of an hour or two, I end up rotting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday comes and it's work. And then whatever. Oh, well, I'll do this. I'm reading this book. Maybe I'll post about it when I finish in 3 days. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. And then again. And then the cycle, it just keeps going and going. And then I just end up not doing literally anything.
And then a day turns into weeks, turns into months, turns into Happy New Year. You're like,
yeah.